Hello and welcome back to another Readly review. If this is the first one that you are watching, go back, and there is some others, or you don't have to, you can watch this one and then a couple of future ones that I have so far planned. So if you're new here, what I do on my Readly reviews, oh no, I just scratched my back, I completely forgot. Okay, so I got a back piece done on Saturday. It's now Monday when I'm recording this, and I just felt like an itch on my back for the first time since getting my back piece done, and I just scratched it, and you can imagine that was just a bit sore, a little bit eye-watering. Anyway, if you're new here, what I do is I review certain magazines. I will tell you certain articles that have like caught my eye over the past month, and I will put in screenshots randomly throughout when I am waffling on. So firstly, May's this year, these are all from this year, I think, for once. In some previous reviews, there was like, I think there was even a magazine that went back to 2017. But anyway, back to May. In this Readly review, all these magazines are actually May for once. We are surprised. So in Woman's May magazine, I have saved just the front cover. So when I save just a front cover on Readly, it means that I've like enjoyed the whole magazine. So I'll put in the screenshot. By the way, I have a code, I apologise. I'll put in the whole screenshot of just the front cover, and as I said, it just means that I've enjoyed the whole magazine. There's nothing on the front that's catching my eye as to why I like anything on the front. Like nothing, what I'm trying to say is nothing on the front of the cover is what I enjoyed inside. So, you know, the old saying of you can't judge a book by a cover. So things that I enjoyed within that magazine are not on the front cover. Anyway, after that waffling, let's go on to number 2. My second save was Bella's May magazine, and I've actually saved it on one that puzzle pages. So I have noticed, excuse me, since doing my Readly reviews, basically, I come across a lot of these like women and lifestyle magazines where most of them, if not all of them, yeah, most of them have a sort of like quiz area in the back, puzzles or both, and I enjoy just doing them. If Kay's next to me, my mum's there, I'll just read some out. It really helps with like low-key aphasia as well. So for me, with having brain damage, I forget words really easily, and like really simple words as well. So for example, I can be talking about I got into bed last night, but we'll forget the word bed, and then we'll have to try and describe it. So what I have found really good with doing these puzzles is that it's getting my brain to like think quickly of certain words, and I make myself do it quickly. I don't like sit there and let myself like ponder on a certain like solution for like half an hour or anything. I just make myself like quickly do it, and if I don't get it, I will obviously like just read the answers and be like, oh, I was so close, it's at the tip of my tongue, but I know I'm doing well with it. I can feel progression with remembering, it doesn't sound like it, but with remembering like words, as I said, just the simplest words such as bed. So that's why I just saved that one. The next bit was the next I saved an article bit from this bit actually. So anyway, the magazine was A Woman's Own in May, as we've discussed. and the article is called Shop Smart. So here's a screenshot of what the page looks like, and I think the bit on this I saved because I found something really weird on it. Okay, so I'm a vegan, so I feel like I don't know much about this, but then I discussed it with other people and they thought it was strange too. So it said under the chicken bit, choose thighs instead of breasts and get more meat for your money. If there was more bone in there rather than, you know, not bone, wouldn't that mean you'd be getting less meat? I don't know, that just didn't make sense to me. But other than that, on that page and on these like supermarket savers, on these Shop Smart little sections inside magazines, are really a good read actually. Apart from one that I read that was like, to save the planet, have a shower in 4 minutes, and it's like, I'm not going to like, quite a hairy female with quite a lot of hair. What am I going to do in 4 minutes? Seriously, the water's only just warmed up by that, and I have Raynaud's, so I can't really have a cold shower, so I don't know what you're expecting. Sorry, that's not going to happen. 4 minutes is just, no, ridiculous. The next, I will put this on. I think this is really important to talk about. So in the Bella magazine, this like article section was about like Vagina Health. Actually, and I think it's quite important to talk about and to understand, because a lot of people, even like a lot of people I know, a lot of like women I know, a lot of people with vaginas that I know don't understand a lot about their vagina's health, and it's really something we should know more about. So it's really nice to be able to see more of this in magazines, so that's a really good read. And don't feel embarrassed about reading it. Like, I would happily be sat there reading it on the bus. It's so important. It's your health at the end of the day. Last but not least, oh, my arm's hurt, is Best UK's magazine, and again, I have saved the front cover. So that means that there was obviously quite a bit within the magazine that I quite enjoyed. So, you know the front cover, you know which magazine it is now. So if you're interested, you know which one to go look for. So just a reminder whilst I am on Readly, that Readly don't just do magazines, they do newspapers as well, which during difficult times of our lives, for like everyone around the globe really, is, you might want to escape newspapers and news with magazines, or you might want to, you know, learn more and read these newspapers. So you have a choice of newspapers or magazines on here. So just an example, there is Indian country right, under this little section it says papers by country. So for example, there's Indian newspapers, Swiss newspapers, and under global news I've got a load of Dutch, German, English magazines, newspapers, sorry, coming up. So they're just from looking from the off, not really delving into looking at the newspapers. They're just like on the top of what's been offered. Sorry, I'm looking at birds. But there is more to it than what I've just read out, but I'm just trying to give you a little taster because there is so much on Readly, honestly so much, that if you love your magazines, if you love, they even have comics on there, so if you love your comics, if you love your newspapers, so worth Readly. As I said in a previous reel, that I've even got my mum on Readly, so you can have a few people on it, on the app, and so as I said, my mum and myself are set up on it, so we both have the app downloaded on our phone, and yeah, she'll be sat reading her Readly sometimes. She's not very good technically, but she's good now that she's found her gardening magazines and she knows how to work that. I did give her like a tiny little one-on-one on how to use it. Apparently that worked. So again, I have been Sophie and Cinnamon, and I am glad you have watched this. I hope you are, and please subscribe, please like, and hopefully you'll watch some more reviews. I only have, I think, 3 coming up, so stick around. Bye!